Reignite your intuition to show to grow your intuitive self. Today I talk about perfect is boring. My name is Angela and I'm a highly intuitive person by birth. What makes me the expert in supporting you regaining your intuition. As a psychic life coach, it is my passion to support people by becoming themselves. Trusting fully your intuition takes time and is a very individual process. I share with you my knowledge and hands-on strategies that I have developed to support you in your daily lifestyle. Take 30 minutes of your lifetime and schedule a free call with me to see or find out or whatever. Reignite your intuition. Go to angelahack.com, work with me, and there you find the link on top. Well, what a marvelous title for these days. As a matter of fact, perfect is boring. And as another matter of fact, perfect is not existing because each and every one of us is as perfect as we are. We are all world wonders. Seriously. It's not only the pyramids in Egypt, it's all of us. We are world wonders. And no, I'm not kidding. I'm pretty serious about it. Yep. When I grew up, I got taught less by my parents, more by the surrounding, that being a quiet, happy, nice, polite, well-behaving little girl is exactly what's meant to be. Perfect. I was very well behaving when I had to. I was most of the time smart enough to know when that was. If I wasn't and I had a hard time to handle it, I had a dad that could handle it. And I was just not fitting in. Seriously. Honestly, I'm not sure if it's better now or if it's worse now. I'm less fitting into my family system, as I'd call it, than I'm fitting in than I'm fitting in when I was a child, I guess. Because as a child, you are supposed to be fitting in and supposed to, you have not much choice. In the end of the day, your parents feed you. Not that I had a bad childhood, hell no. I was just not fitting in because I was different and I was loud and I was quiet and I was not to be read easily. My dad could read me. I must admit that my parents got suggested to give me certain medicine to calm me down. And thanks goodness they did not take it. And they did not give it to me. My mom actually went to a seminar for a weekend or something to learn how to deal with me, because for her it was much, much harder. Most children do what I did. We are mirroring our parents' weaknesses and strength, and I did mirror hers very, very obviously. I actually still do, but I'm just knowing about it now, which is a difference. And she actually doesn't, still doesn't, but that's okay. I was far from being perfect, and I was far from being boring. Careful, just because someone might be very quiet doesn't mean that the person is boring or perfect. Every person is in itself perfect, okay? You're just perfect the way you are. But quiet and boring is not the same. There is a lot of people out there, they seem very, very quiet. Very quiet. But wait. When they open their mouth, or if they open their mouth, listen carefully. Listen carefully to what they say. Listen carefully to how they say things. all these is not just because it's fun. It's really important to be careful and to listen. Somehow, someone decided what is perfect and what is not. But I must admit, I'm not very proud to be part of the whole thing, because very, very much back in history, someone decided that we as Europeans are perfect. Nope, we are not. Nope, we are not. And I'm very shocked how we still get into this cultural thing like, oh, this culture is better than that culture, and this religion is better than that religion. And guess what? That whole crap is leading to big, big BS in this world. Every one of us is perfect the way we are. Everyone. Yep. And it's not someone who does something, or someone is guilty of something. Depends. My friend is managing a very big private hotel school, and when the whole corona crisis started, he had a student, he came somewhere from Asia, I don't even know from which country, okay? And he got blamed on the street for being Asian. When the whole thing was not as big as it became by the end of March in Switzerland. It was beginning of March or end of February, so it was really something going on. And there was, out of the blue, someone was a pure racist on a street in Switzerland. Honestly, that's absolutely not acceptable. Nobody is guilty of anything. Everyone's perfect of who they are, because everyone is as perfect as they are. Different cultures does not mean that they're better or worse. They're different cultures, and when we stop this freaking better or worse thing and look at things, how we can learn from each other, how we can grow with each other, then we start to be humans. But right now, we still think, oh, look at them, they're fat, small, too thin, too tall, too whatever, too blonde, too brown. For heaven's sake, stop that bullshit. If you're still on this, oh, how does that person look thing? Most of the runway models, we don't even know their names, by the way, who are not famous, are not interesting women when you look at them in the morning when they get up, because they need to have faces that they can change by makeup. Yep. I'm not saying they're ugly. Not at all. They're beautiful. But hey, that's not what we are supposed to be changed by makeup. Of course, for them it's their job, and that's what they do, and that's perfectly fine with me. But stop thinking that you're supposed to be like someone else, to be perfect. You are perfect the way you are. I don't know if it's right, but they said it was Audrey Hepburn that changed imperfect into I am perfect. I'm pretty sure there were moments in her life when she was not happy with some parts of her body or some thoughts in her mind. We just don't know it because she never blurted it out. Or I don't know it because I don't know that many details about her. One of the women considered one of the most beautiful women ever was the Emperor of Austria, Elizabeth Sissi. As a matter of fact, she was sick. She was ill and she had a problem with eating. She had an eating disorder. She was self-centered. Was she perfect? No, she was far from being perfect. She was far, and that's okay. It's her lifestyle. I didn't want to change with her, trust me. It looked much more beautiful in the movies than it was in reality. Living in such big houses back then was not so much fun, and living in such big houses today isn't that much fun either, because you have to pay for the whole crap. Perfect is boring. No. Each and every one of us is perfect, and none of us is boring. Some are louder, some are more quiet, some are a little bit more intense to be with, some are a little bit more relaxing to be with. That's all okay. Just being you is perfect. And this is what you need to believe in. Being you is perfect. And to trust and to believe in you. Have a healthy egoism, follow your heart, and don't try to be anybody else than you are. Are you ready for being you? Yes? Then go to angelahack.com, book a 30-minute call, and you find the link, by the way, right at Work With Me on top. Thank you for listening to Reignite Your Intuition. Have an intuitive day.